let us start with the liabilities of a company auditor. First is civil liabilities. Clear? Now civil liabilities and criminal liabilities. You know, civil court and criminal court. Two types of courts are there. Depending upon the type of an offense, depending upon the sections applied in the charge sheet in FIR, first inspection report, it is pre-decided that in which court the case will be sent for the purpose of hearing and next action, legal action. Okay. So civil liabilities are mild. Liability for negligence. What is negligence? The duties of auditor you have studied. If auditor fails to follow any specific duty, it comes under negligence. Liability for misfeasance. Misfeasance means breach of trust, breach of confidence. Now you tell me who has created a confidence amongst an auditor, within an auditor?
Shareholders.
Bolo?
Shareholders.
Shareholders creates a confidence in auditor that you are our representative. You check the accounts and let us know the actual financial position of the company. And when trust is broken, then it comes under liability for misfeasance. There is a difference between these two terms, negligence and misfeasance. Negligence may be through oversight. It may not be willful, but misfeasance may be willful. This is what the difference between these two. Okay? Then liabilities under the Companies Act, Amendment Act 2013. Liability for misstatement in the prospectus, Section 35. Fine up to rupees 50,000 and imprisonment up to 2 years. Imprisonment means jail. Jail means Yerwada jail. 2 साल तक. Untrue statement, untrue statement, misstatement, wrong statement written in prospectus. Why severe penalty is there? Because people believe on that prospectus, and it is willful misguidance to the people for attracting more number of customers as investors for collecting high capital. So false promises may be given with untrue statements in prospectus. Company's profit is 20 crores. They have written 200 crores. Then directors are saying this is a printing mistake. एक जीरो बढ़ गया, प्रिंटिंग मिस्टेक हो गई, चलेगा क्या? 20 करोड़ प्रॉफिट है तो कितने लोग अप्लाई करेंगे और 200 करोड़ है तो कितने करेंगे? See the difference. That comes under misstatement. Then criminal liability, if you will see, untrue statement, Section 34, that I told, 50,000 fine and imprisonment up to 2 years. If there is a person who is inducing another person to invest in any specific company with false promises, same penalty is 1 lakh rupees and imprisonment up to 5 years. Very, very rigorous section it is. Did you understand? If any person is inducing another person to invest in any specific company, then imprisonment up to 5 years and fine is double, 1 lakh, up to 1 lakh rupees in that case. If there is a false promise. Non-compliance of different sections. I told you, statutory auditor is under obligation to follow certain compliances with the register of companies. For example, compliance regarding director's report, compliance regarding annual report. If it is first audit, then compliance regarding statutory report which was submitted within 6 months from the date of incorporation. ये सारी चीजें चेक करना किसका काम है? कंपनी ऑडिटर. So it comes under compliance. Proper certification with seal and signature after completion of an audit. It should be done properly. Section 143 to 145. Failure to assist an investigation. Section 217, subsection 6. What is investigation? What is ED? ED क्या है बोलो? रोज यूज में आता है ना ED. एनफोर्समेंट डायरेक्टोरेट, सक्त वसुली संचालनालय. If there is any kind of case, notice to the directors of the company, and if officers of ED are coming to the company as an investigation officer, so it is duty of statutory auditor to assist them under investigation. And just given one example of enforcement directorate. There are n number of sections. Many more other agencies like CBI, Central Bureau of Investigation, police, any government officer, if he is demanding an investigation, if he has proper orders, then auditor shall assist him. He should provide proper information in that case. Section 217. Sir, I hope it is understood. Failure to assist prosecution of guilty officers of the company. Section 224. Auditor shall not protect the officers who are guilty for different sections. If they are under offence, he shall not protect them, guilty officers. He shall provide proper information under investigation. नहीं तो वो प्रॉब्लम में आ जाएगा, वो उनकी लाइन में आ जाएगा. If a wrong information is given by an auditor, then he will also be carried away with officers of the company. Failure to return property, books or papers. Section 299. I taught you the right of lien. L-I-E-N, lien. Lien क्या होता है? Auditor has taken some accounts into his custody, some important papers of the company. Under any dispute, maybe relating to payment of audit fees. But after getting fees, he has to repay it properly. He has to return all that books, property or papers of the company. And he has to take signatures that it has been received by the directors or their representative. Failure to do so, section 299 will be attracted. Penalty is there. Penalty for falsification of books. If there is any mutilation, tearing out, tampering to the books of accounts, then section 336. He has to preserve it properly. Is that clear? Liability under Indian Penal Code. Same liability is carried. जो criminal liability यहाँ पे under the Companies Act, same is carried in Indian Penal Code. Liability under the Income Tax Act 1961, section 271. If the company has evaded tax, company is under tax avoidance, tax evasion. In that case, if auditor is anyway involved in the matter of tax evasion or while certifying the financial position, auditor willfully certifies such tax evasion documents, then penalty is attracted in that case for auditor. Liability for professional misconduct. I taught you professional misconduct. There is a code of conduct given by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Code of conduct describes the norms and standards for the behavior of the members of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, and they are supposed to behave in the same manner as it has been provided in the code of conduct. If there is any misconduct from chartered accountant as a member of the institute, his position as an auditor, his appointment as an auditor for any company can be freezed for a period of 5 years. by ICI. 5 साल तक वो किसी भी कंपनी का स्टैट्यूटरी ऑडिटर नहीं बन सकता if it has been proved that there is a professional misconduct. Clear? Then liability towards third parties. Now there is no direct contract between auditor and third parties. थर्ड पार्टी कौन है? कंपनी का कोई कस्टमर है. अबे ऑडिटर का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट किसके साथ है? कंपनी के साथ है. We don't know customers and third parties who are related to the company. So auditor is not usually liable for these misconducts. But if auditor is willfully involved, then he is liable. That's why it is given here. Liability for negligence and liability for willful negligence, unwillful negligence through oversight. Through oversight, he is relieved from liability. If it is willful, he is not relieved from liability. If there are serious frauds in the company, an auditor has certified true and fair view, he will be in a question. Liability will be attracted to an auditor in that case. Liability for. So these are what the total liabilities of a statutory auditor of a company or company auditor. So I hope it is understood. If any question is there, you can ask any question, any doubts. That's all.